Well, we started the Beanies because we both really loved children's entertainment and we wrote a bunch of songs and got started that way. But then the podcast really took off because we wanted a way to get children to listen to our songs, and also we saw a gap in the market for children's based podcasting.
And we wanted to give parents an option to entertain their kids that wasn't a screen. And even though screens will be a big part of their lives, we wanted to give this guilt-free entertainment option to parents. We released the first podcast about 3 years ago. There weren't many children's podcasts out there. There was,
I think there was one other in Australia.
Yeah. I'll never forget the first week we released the first episode, and we were in the top 10 podcasts on all of iTunes.
Yeah, not even just the kids section, just podcasts.
We're above Hamish and Andy. Oh, it was totally unexpected, so unexpected. Like, we thought we'd put it out and like our friends and family would listen and it would grow from there, and it just shot to popularity so quickly, and we were so unprepared for it. I think we had like 50,000 downloads in the first like month or two. It was bonkers, and then we were like, oh, well, we better write some more.
Yeah. If you told us at the start that our biggest success would be our podcast, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have been like, that's not my goal. Yeah. The podcast appeared as an opportunity and we lent into it, and I'm so glad that we did because it's turned out really well.
Yeah.
We're just about to, we already have ticked over 500,000 downloads, so it's really exciting to see that so many mini Beanies and their brothers and sisters and mums and dads are listening to our podcast and enjoying it.
When we were building the podcast, we didn't know anything. I always say that I'm a graduate of the University of Google. Podcasting, 3 or 4 years ago when we were first making it, was only really just starting to come to the forefront of anyone's entertainment diet, really. There wasn't many children's podcasts that we could be like, oh, well, that's what a children's podcast is meant to sound like. We were just like, this is what we want ours to sound like. It was a lot of trial and error of just figuring it out.
Yeah.
So along the Beanies podcast journey, we created another venture together, which is called Peas in a Podcast. And it's basically taking all the skills we learned making the Beanies podcast and redirecting those into another business where we make podcasts for other people. And it's been a really good way to kind of financially support Beanies as it's taking off. So one of the things that's helped us push forward and be successful in this field is that we have a bit of an unwavering sense of self-worth and self-belief. It's important because there's so much rejection and there's so many times where it won't go your way. If you're a young girl and you are thinking about being an entrepreneur, there are definitely things that you need to do that. You need persistence, you need belief in yourself, you need creativity and the ability to just get out and do things.